So my stream capped out, and I'm just going to do videos now. Because, fuck me.
This time, it was best to run and live to fight another day. Let us hope you're ready for it when it comes.
Let's run.
The Predator isn't the only threat. The wildlife started to mutate when the end of days began, and the Tree of Life started to die.
Melee targeting, range targeting, and reloading.
A real match.
Do this.
Good hit.
Let's go. Very fast enough on that. Oh well. Let's see what this box is. Electric module. Got hang around when it's my pistol. Cool.
The oil sludge is everywhere. To most, it only means death, but some have adapted to the new environment and changed with it. Evolution has its ways.
Oh shit. Oops.
End it. Shot through.
Oh shit. Get out of here. All that stuff. Ah, some pills. And that looks like a goddamn candle. All the looting I'm getting out. I buried, whatever. Kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him, and ow. No, no. Well, that happened.
Don't give up now.
He did. A gummy candy, maybe? killed her.
That hurt him.
A giant damn cat.
Smashing. Look, an emergency box from the once was. A rare sight.
It's a crowbar. That'd be a cool weapon to have, actually. I don't think it's a weapon. Alright. Let's go see. So, I'm low on agility, charisma, and luck, and intellect. So, I guess I can figure out where I want to put this point next, you know? Do agility, make myself a little faster. Let's see what kind of... Let's see, crush points. Let's see, mercury drop. Let's find out what that is. Ooh. I could use a new special move. Might also run some unarmed stuff. Bounty hop? What do you... Alright, let's see what kind of sentinel stuff. Ooh, medic. Health regen from items in general is increased by 10%. Ricochet. An enemy's weapon ranged attack has a 10% chance to ricochet back and damage the attacker. That's neat. Invincibility. Your armor and damage from melee attacks is increased by 20% when you're at full health. It's a good thing to have too. Dodging into a small enemy makes them stumble and fall. Yeah, all these little moves, perks, sound pretty darn good. Yeah, gear.
That pipe looks weak. The claw bar should come in handy. Whoa.
Uses.
It's time to find a way out of this place. No, really, I mean it.
Might do the dual wield pistols, dual wield guns, but I'm probably just gonna stick with crush weapons. Maybe have a two-handed blade, but definitely gonna run just mainly crush.
The morphs produce biomatter in their multi-organ that they shed under distress. Blobs that affect the cellular coding strands of any living being when absorbed, including you.
Okay, that actually... Bioblobs.
Seems strong enough.
Meh. You need stairs.
Toxanol built vessels called arks to save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late? It is only from the flight logs of the single ark they left behind that we know other arks traveled through the sky and beyond. It seems those that came before us never lost hope in finding a new home for their kind.
Alright, a puzzle. Okay, puzzles. You find a puzzle, blah blah blah. Switch node. L1, R1 for rotation. And number of moves. So that's Candy Crush. Or... you know.
There are few records of the chain of events that led to the big apocalypse eons ago, but it's clear the world wasn't prepared for how recklessly the Toxanol Corporation would make its mark on the world. Their rare earth mining and nuclear industries generated tons of waste, and without consideration for the future, they dumped it all in landfills until they ran out of space. That's when they made the big mistake. They began dumping the toxic waste in the surf just off the coast instead, assuming that it would sink and decay with time. And they were right, but no one was prepared for what was about to unfold. Once in the surf, the radiation interfered with the genetics of the wildlife and created bizarre mutations in their offspring. It had an inconceivable impact on biodiversity and the entire ecosystem. The world as they knew it crumbled as nature retaliated. It would never be the same again, and what remained of it became ours.
What all happened? Guess I'll find out.
The sound of spark metal going pew pew is never a good thing. It's coming from behind that door. A warning label. The box looks like a potential brain melt. It's going to take a bit of puzzling to short-circuit the door.
Let's see.
Just a few moves left. Make them count. There you go.
So I'm reasonably sure this is all still the tutorial area, so we're gonna have to hopefully get through this. Actually see the gameplay and get to the gameplay. Oh.
The wheeled one is outnumbered. You'd better help him out.
Let's go help this old man.
Pancakes, anyone? That's the last of them. Let's talk to the wheeled one before backup arrives. Those are the kind of things you need.
And leave them. All right. Let's see.
He wants to thank you for taking his side against the scavengers. He sounds familiar. You just can't figure out why. He presents himself as out of date. He knows he's way overdue, but he hasn't given up. He doesn't seem surprised that you don't recognize him. You were just a child back then, the night everything changed. There have been rumors of a one-eyed Ronin seen outside the Great Wall, and he's happy to see it's true. The legend of the one-eyed child that grew up as an outcast is old and sad. The child could have been anyone, but the evil it had fled had left a mark, a facial scar to remember the past. How Lupa Lupin somehow left you alive after his raid on the old village. He must have had a purpose with that. The question is, what? There's no doubt you're the child, and that what Lupa Lupin did to your village, your Muma and Popsy, was the beginning of the end. He says it has taken you a long time to bring the past back up to the present, to find your way back, but he's grateful you have. It was after the attack that the unity fell apart. Your Muma's disciples divided and formed tribes as a reaction to the blight that had fallen upon the land. After the old village was destroyed and you disappeared, a struggle between the families erupted, and over time, the disciples turned against each other. Had it not been for the Tree of Life, no one would have survived. He hopes you at least remember the tree. Asks if you were tired, as it's a bit of a hike here from the village. He wonders if your Muma knows you are here. Sounds like he thinks she does, despite your heart growing dark. There's nothing as powerful as a Muma's love. He understands why you came all the way out here, to see them, the potato people. The potato people, or Nono, are a wonder, somehow interlinked with this little tree here, fueling its source of life. Magic? He claims it's just the force of life, the existence of energy, powering and connecting all things living, like the Nono. The Nono prefer to hide in glitter grass. He says you should get over there and ruffle it. See if you can make one come out of hiding.
Alright. We're going to go down here. Oh no.
You found one. You should be proud. They don't come out for everyone. The Nono's key energy is just what the Pensai needs to complete its cycle and grow into a tree of life. The small tree you saw up there where you met will eventually grow into a tree of life and start giving back to nature. It'll be the heart of the land. You'll need to support the tree for a long time to come. The only way it'll grow tall is with the burst of ki released from the Nono as they become one with the tree. You'll need a net to catch the Nono, and he wants you to use his, but asks you to be gentle. The Nono are sensitive beings, an embodiment of ki, the primal energy.
Alright, let's catch this sumbitch. No, come here. I said come here.
You handle that net like you've never done anything else. He's impressed. He's grateful for all the help he can get. There's lots of Nono out there that need to be guided to the roots of the Pensai tree. They're hiding in the glitter grass that mostly grows deep inside damp caves, where they draw mineral from the natural rock. One day, he hopes the tree will have grown tall enough to sustain the world. But today, your focus is getting this one to become one with the tree.
Tree of life, a potato person. Let's avoid the grass. Avoid the grass. Avoid the grass. Avoid the grass. There's nothing in the grass. Just let's see if I can make it without touching grass. Out and interact.
Now that you've seen the Nono's connection with the tree with your own eyes, you have no reason to doubt. From this day on, he'll make nurturing the Pensai into a tree of life, a life goal, not only for our village's sake, but for all of us, everyone. One day, the land won't be as peaceful. Not even your Muma will be able to protect us. You can already see the effects from how reckless those before us acted, and unless something changes, we're doomed. The land won't survive the side effects of the old world's industrial advances. He says you'd better hurry back to the village before your Muma comes looking for you. You did good here today. That's not true. She's the reason there's still unity, and the only one strong enough to keep the 6 Wang Fu disciples disciplined. He lost you there for a while, but no memory is alone. It's part of a trail you can follow. He says he remembers every single day he devoted to growing the Tree of Life, but now he's afraid it might be in vain. The tree started to die when the end of days begun, and it wasn't long after that that the World Eaters arrived. Records tell of the ruinous devastation the Toxanol Corporation inflicted on the land. The apocalypse sparked a re-evolution, the Second Coming, and our lineage. His friend Gizmo is working on a Mekton and needs help defeating the Jumbo Puff at the end of the West Route. Wiz is still repairing his octopod to confront the Merc Puff that dwells deep down under the surface at the end of the Northwest Route. Noko has tamed the Midget and is preparing to take on the Hoof Puff at the end of the East Route. Finally, Goop is almost done with the Goo Glide, a machine able to ride the waves of the surf all the way out to the Porky Puff at the end of the route to the southeast. Out of Date says his friends are gearing up to stop the World Eaters. There's one at the end of each route. The road ahead won't be easy, but he's counting on your support. His friends aren't strong enough to end this on their own. He wants you to understand that you'll all die if the tree isn't saved. He claims names have power, so he gave them these names to weaken them. For him, the Porky Puff is particularly personal. It was that carnivorous beast that took his leg. Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the tribe war and the situation with the World Eaters.
Oh look, a rod net.
You're getting the hang of it. Quickest way out is through the roof where they came in, and the rope looks strong enough to climb.